All right, guys, so first thing we're going to talk about is mobility. And there's two parts to the mobility. One is spinal and the other is muscular in shoulder capsule. So we're going to have Paul here demonstrate a couple of the stretches for the muscles in the shoulder capsule. So we're going to use two bands. One's going to be attached up overhead, the other one's down low. So we're going to start with the one down low. Paul's going to stick his wrist through there, take a grip on that, spin around, and then with the same leg, he's going to step forward, and he's going to feel a stretch up in through here, okay? He's going to hold this for anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. If you're going to do 1 to 2 minutes, you would want to come in, hold for about 20 seconds with a good pull, then kind of back off for a little bit, then come back in, take another good pull, try to really get a stretch in through all these musculature and through here. So another one we can do is we can get the band, we can put it up overhead, and there's two stretches we can do here for the capsule as well as the lats and the other internal rotators of the shoulder. So he's going to stick his wrist through there, and he's just going to take a knee down onto the ground, drop that head, and feel that stretch right in through here, and that lat and that teres and that delt. Okay? Again, holding from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Then you can stand up, spin around the other direction, and again, very similar to the first one he did, except this time overhead, drop that head down, and feel that stretch again in through here. Gonna do this ideally 3 to 5 times a week. And 3 times at a minimum, you're gonna get a much bigger benefit if you do it 5 times. It doesn't take very long to do. You can do it before class, after class, if you've got bands at home and a way to do it at home. But the more consistent you could be, the better the result you're getting. And the reason for that is every day in your everyday life, you're gonna have a tendency to wanna make those shoulders tight again. Every time you text on your cell phone, you sit at a computer, you drive an automobile, most of what we do is down and in front of us. So by doing it regularly, you're gonna not only improve that shoulder mobility, but offset a lot of those bad habits that we have every day. So rolling is great to break up scar tissue, move inflammation, and release muscles and tendons and things so that they glide over one another. So we're gonna take a lacrosse ball for this, and you're gonna take the lacrosse ball and put it in 2 places on the back. One is here, up on that first rib and that upper trap, and then we're gonna drop it down into your mid-back area here and get those rhomboids, those lower ribs, and the mid and low trap, all right? Then Paul will have you spin around, and then we're gonna come around to the front, and he's gonna roll his pec here. Again, those shoulders tend to round over this way, those pecs get really tight, so if he's gonna get in there and kind of grind out that pec minor, which comes in and attaches to the shoulder over here. Okay, so the first one he's gonna do is gonna get that ball up high, and move that arm. So you want to put a good amount of pressure on, and he's going to roll that ball around, and you're going to kind of search out and find the tender spots. You want to find the spots that hurt because that's where the dysfunction is. And then he'll move that arm, and each time trying to get closer to the wall behind him. And what that's going to do is go ahead and release all those tissues. You'll do that for 2 minutes, then you'll drop that ball down to that lower position, and again, find the tender spots, and he'll do that for 2 minutes, and then he can spin around, and he's going to put that on his pec, and then he's going to roll that pec for 2 minutes. Again, you want to do this 3 to 5 times a week. You can do it at home. You can do it at the box. The best time to do it is whenever you find the time to do it. Okay. The most important thing is being consistent with rolling. The consistency is going to, again, offset all of that hunching that we do during the day and help you gain that range of motion so you can improve your overhead position.